the Little Qualicum River. Very close to its source at Cameron Lake. On a nice crisp morning, March 1st, 2020. I'm going to have to be careful that I don't slip on icy ties. That bridge is always a lovely introduction to this hike. I'm heading out to the Cameron Lake trestles. There are 4 of them above the lake. I'm going to go to all 4, I hope. And it's about a 3.5 kilometer trip each way. Coming up, next stop of interest is the siding at Cameron Lake, which is next to the private campground. Here's the switch for the east end of the Cameron Lake siding. And there's the siding starting. I have the morning sun behind me. Cameron Lake siding now is mostly a spot for the Cameron Lake private campground to have a grass area to play volleyball. That's what it appears. And to have some campfires. I'm on the field side of the siding so that I can get a good look at the Cameron Lake sign. Site one time of the train station and the Cameron Lake Chalet. I wish I could go back in time and experience that. Time to go back on the main line. We're somewhere coming up to the first trestle. Just a nice little straight area with some light at the end. It's quite pretty. I like this area of woodland. And then in the woods beside me, a bit of a garbage dump from the Rail America days of buckets, etc. And through here, a pile of plates and hooks and whatever those metal things are. Beautiful place. Onward to the first trestle. Scotch broom is going to be a problem for ticks. That's why I won't come here between, say, May and end of September. It's just not worth it for the risk of ticks and Lyme disease. So, a frosty, cool morning on March 1st works well, as does an October autumn leaves type of trip. Here is the first trestle. Good to see you again, old friend. Time to make some tracks and get back to the car before I get too wet. Ah, shelter. I'm here at the west side of the Cameron Lake siding. It's raining, so I'm not going to go back to figure out where exactly it starts, but here's one of the rails, and it's going through the woods. And so it was quite a long siding, and they haven't removed the rails. There's rails through there. There's rails through there. Coming up around the corner is the open field part of the siding. But yeah, this is quite a long siding. I'm assuming they removed the switch at the west end, otherwise I probably would have seen it. Or I would have seen like the remnants of it. Yeah. Siding with a bunch of trees in it. Walking eastward in the rain. Siding is through those trees. Gives you a better idea of it. We break out into the field. And there it is. And because the sign is not visible when you're on the train, because it's parallel to the rails, that means the sign indicates the location of the station, as opposed to the type of sign that tells you that the station is a mile ahead. The things you learn. And here's the derail coming out to the switch at the east end of Cameron Lake siding. Here's the switch. Looking west. Little Qualicum River coming up to the bridge. It's always interesting to see here and find out if there was even like a high rail truck or a speeder coming, which of these vehicles would get hit. I'd say the one at the end.